Hey everyone, thanks for joining me in this video. I'm Matthew DeYoung, Payments Consultant with CardConnect. In this video, I want to talk to you about Interchange plus pricing. Interchange plus pricing. And let's assume today that you're being charged a flat rate, not interchange plus pricing. Flat rate's very common. And let's say you're doing point of sale, e-commerce, and mobile business. And across those different sales channels, you're being charged 2.75% of your transactions for credit card processing. So of course, point of sale means retail, brick and mortar. You have a point of sale type of terminal and you swipe or dip those cards and you get 2.75%. But you're probably taking some debit cards with point of sale. In e-commerce, maybe not as net money debit cards where you're shipping boxes direct to consumer, but certainly you are getting lots of different credit card types. And over mobile, let's say you're more of a B2B centric company and you have trade shows and you swipe cards at trade shows. So that's going to be yet a different type of card. Even though you're being charged a flat rate across 3 different sales channels, they're all different kinds of cards that are coming in through your business. And each one of those cards may have a different rate in the open market associated with it. Anything from 2.05% all the way to 0.25%. Why is that? Because they're credit cards, debit cards, and B2B cards. What I'm trying to tell you is each card has its own unique wholesale cost associated with it. Within the industry, it's called interchange. Interchange. Another way to think about interchange is the wholesale cost for each credit card. Now, just to demonstrate this a bit further, I'll talk about another pricing model that's out there called tiered pricing. It's a different model. We call it tiered pricing. And another way to think about that might be to consider each tier a bucket, 1, 2, and 3 different buckets. It's usually a 3-tier pricing model. And with each one of those buckets, you might have a different rate. So as opposed to flat rate, now you're really having the chance to be charged 3 different rates. And of course, they can vary, and one's going to be very low and one's going to be much higher. You can see that on the screen. I've just demonstrated that for you here. And what I'm trying to say about tiered pricing, there's groups of types of cards or groups of card types lumped into buckets. So the problem is your rate quoted to you is probably the lowest of all these 3 buckets. But what if the highest or the second highest bucket is where most of your credit card types fall into? That's a little bit deceiving. Tiered pricing, here's my problem with it. It lumps things into 3 different buckets. And the fact is you don't have a lot of control or transparency over your pricing. Interchange plus pricing, I believe, is a greater advantage for you because you're able to see the wholesale price for each card type and you know exactly what you're paying as a markup towards your processing. Processing is just how you take the money and then transfer it around bank accounts for credit cards. And so that's cost plus your service fee. Very straightforward, transparent, lots of control because you're paying on a per card basis. So merchants, you should be able to know what you're paying, no matter, you should be able to know what you're paying no matter what the credit card is. And so you have to ask yourself this question: how do you want to be charged? I encourage you to choose the pricing model that serves your business the best. Now, I'll be willing to match or beat your current processor's pricing and see if interchange cost plus pricing could really save you a lot of money. Just send me your last 3 merchant statements. Here's another way to think about this: interchange cost plus pricing. With interchange cost plus pricing, you may be able to save up to 100 basis points on each transaction. That's a lot. Another way to say it is putting up to 1% of your revenue back in your pocket. If you'd like to know more about this, please contact me at cardconnectapi.co or my phone number is 312-233-2708. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Matthew DeYoung, Payments Consultant with CardConnect.